Okay, so the law of sines is actually pretty easy. It is this right here that basically just says that we take the sine of an angle over the side across from it and put it in a proportion with the sine of the other angle and the side across from it. So we take the sine of angle A over A, and that is equal to the sine of angle B over side B, and that is equal to the sine of angle C over side C. And that's it. We use the calculator for a lot of this, but it lets us have the ability to solve for a missing side or angle without having to have a right triangle, which is pretty cool. So if we apply this for this particular picture, and we're trying to find, say, YZ. So that's really basically the side across from angle X. Or if we were to label it the way that our triangle is labeled up above, we could call it little x. So we've got big X and little x, and then we also have big Z and little z. So we have angle Z and side Z. So those are the proportions. Those are the pieces I'm going to use for the proportion. So here's what that's going to look like. So we're going to take the sine of X, which is 51 degrees, over the missing value of X, or YZ. And that is going to be equal to the sine of Z, or 77 degrees, over the side Z, which is 7. Then all we do is cross multiply. And we will use Desmos or some form of calculator to calculate the sine of 55 and 77. So I would do all of the algebra first here and then use the calculator at the very end to do the calculation. So let's see what that looks like. So we're going to cross multiply and get that 7 times the sine of 51 degrees is equal to X times the sine of 77 degrees. Then I need to get X by itself, so I need to divide by the sine of 77 degrees on both sides. These cancel, so this over here is what I'm going to put into the calculator. So let me do that on Desmos, and I'll snip it and put it right in here for you. Okay, so here's what it looks like when I plug it into the calculator. You can see that I have 7 times the sine of 51 divided by the sine of 77. When I close the parentheses on the 51 at the top and then push the divided by sign, it automatically put it all over sine of 77. I also wanted to point out here, guys, that we do need to be really careful and make sure that we are in degrees, okay? Otherwise, it's going to give us a wrong answer. So this, all being said, tells me that X is approximately equal to 5.6. I rounded that up to the nearest tenth because that's what Envision actually asks me to do. So there you go. There's an example for you. Try a few of these. If you have any questions, let us know.